Hi everyone, my name is Yuan Yao. I'm an Insight Data Engineering Fellow. My project name is Cookery Map API. The reason that I'm doing this project is one day I was searching properties using Zillow. I realized that I cannot see the restaurant information nearby the property. I think one way to add this feature is to build a RESTful API that Zillow can easily embed it into their own system. McDonald's and Panda Express, some big chain restaurants, may also use this API to build their heat map. That they can find the proper location for them to open a new store. For example, if there's no store here, they may consider to build a new one here. So during the research, I found the Yelp dataset. It includes all the data that I need. However, the data scale is not big enough and it only covers limited area. Then I plan to build a geocrawler to gather more data using Google Location API. I did, but I realized that it costs too much money to search the entire country. Finally, I found GeoFabric map data. Then I came up with an idea that I combine the Yelp data set and GeoFabric map data so that the geo data can cover the wider area for free. And the Yelp review data can also enrich the information of the restaurants. The GeoFabric data contains 64 gigabytes map data, all stored with OSM data structure. It contains all nodes including coordinates, descriptions, and the address. I built a converter called OSM converter to put the data as JSON onto S3. It separates the microservice. Here's the link. The link is here. For the Yelp dataset, it's JSON already. So I only used two parts of it. The first part is business location. It contains address, categories, and coordinates. It's very similar with the GeoFabric data. And the review data is content the user said about the restaurant, the stars, and the business ID that I use to map back to the business location. For the tech stack, as I mentioned, I use a OSM converter to convert the data from OSM to JSON and then put the data onto S3. And then I use Spark to do the batching process of the data and insert it into my SQL database. And this is also a microservice. Then I built a RESTful API using Express.js. I use my own resume website to host the demo of the project using Bootstrap and Node.js. Okay, let's go check the demo. So you can select the category here. Let's select Italian, and we can change the zip code to this. Search. The location is nearby Las Vegas, and the count of the Italian food is 15. So let's see all the 15 restaurants is here. You can review. You can see the reviews here. All the reviews are from Yelp dataset. I do have some struggles during the development. The first problem I have is the data validation problem. Since I use more than one source of data, how do I know if the restaurants have already appeared in another dataset? I don't want to have a duplicate count. The solution I found is to add a signature. Take the address as an example. When a program is inserting the address, it hashes the entire row as a signature using MD5. The idea is the same address should have the same signature. If the signature is the same, means the location has already existed. Then I made the signature unique in my database, so the duplicate address will never be inserted into the database. So I don't need to check if the address has already existed or not every time. After finished the batching part, the response time of the API became another problem. It's too slow. The average response time is 3.2 seconds. The solution I found is to build a caching system using Redis. I built two layers of caching. One layer is on API query. One layer is on SQL query. After using the Redis, the response time reduced greatly to 0.2 seconds if visited. After finishing the project, I realized that I spent too much time on the environment configuration, so I started to research if I can build a framework that can easily set up the Spark environment for the incoming tasks. I found a project called Eclair.js. The link is to the GitHub. It's something like Node's version of PySpark. So I basically redo the entire batching part of the project using Eclair.js and using Pegasus to create the EC2 instance using command line. Well, that's it about the project. Let's talk something about me. I have a master's degree in computer science, 5 years experience on full-stack development. I designed and developed a third-party payment platform called One Punch Pay, and I'm the main author of a full-stack web application framework called Havana.js. That's the main reason I want to embed the Spark environment configuration into my framework.